Hello, welcome to Diggers Outdoors. Well, I got a little sidetracked, but I said I was going to do a fix and wax video. Well, that's the video I was planning on doing, but I was going to do it tonight, and damn it, I'm going to do it today, if it kills me. But, yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to make fix and wax, so I'll check back with you guys here in a couple minutes. I'm going to get everything all ready to go, and we'll get to mixing this stuff up. Okay, I'm getting this started, and what we're going to do is we're going to start out with this, for this fixing wax with 4 ounces of beeswax. There we go. Here's what we got right now. And I got this over like a very low heat, so I'm taking my time getting it melted so I can get the other stuff all taken care of. But be back to here in another minute or so, and we'll probably be adding some other ingredients once we're completely melted down here. Okay, just measured out everything. My wax just got done finished melting. I mean, it's looking pretty good here, so it's about ready to add some stuff to it here. But what we got here is in this one here, that's extra virgin olive oil, shea butter, lard, yes I said lard, and coconut oil. And what we're going to do is I'm going to put in the stuff that needs to be melted first. I'm going to put my olive oil in last. So let's go. Go for it. There you go. Yeah, and I put the stuff in the Dixie cups just for the fact that these are just plastic Dixie cups, and nothing really sticks inside of them. It's almost like a little Teflon deal in and of itself. So that's all the stuff needs to be melted, so I'm going to start stirring this stuff around. Get spread out here a little bit so it can start melting into this mixture. Yeah, poor Zeus, he has like no idea what's going on here. The only thing he knows is I'm in the kitchen doing something, but no food's involved, so he's not happy about this right now. He'll get over it. There's that, and we're still melting down here. It's going to take a little bit to melt this stuff, but it is what it is. Everything's melting into that pretty nicely right now, but I want to make sure this stuff's nice and melted before I go ahead and put the last ingredient in, which would be the extra virgin olive oil. And everything from our reed has its own little purpose. Like the shea butter and the coconut butter is good for the skin, while the lard and the wax is good for your tools, like the handles of your tools, your knife blades, or your leather, or what have you. And where the extra virgin olive oil comes in is if you know your oils, olive oil is very thin. It's a very thin oil, so that's like your penetrant, and that's going to act. Once that penetrates, it's going to use capillary action to pull all the other things into it. It looks like I'm about melted already. Hooray! This is coming along a lot better than I thought it would. So yeah, I'm pretty much melted, so let's add the extra virgin olive oil to this. And since it's cooler, what happens is it gets into the wax and everything else, and actually solidifies the wax a little bit upon contact, so you kind of got to get in there, stir this stuff around a little bit too, just to get it broken up and make sure it melts up and everything melts all back together. And okay, just give me a second to get set up here, and I think we're about ready to pour. Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm actually using a ladle, because the tin I have, I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to get in this tin before I run out of room. So I got this ladle, and before anybody starts freaking out, the ladle, the pizza pan, and the deal I'm using here, I just got from the dollar store. So, and the reason I'm using this pie plate as a catch to kind of contain the mess is if I slop any of it, like I just did there, it's going to harden. Once it hardens, I can scrape it off and put it in the tin. Like I just kind of dripped some all over the place here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's about all I'm going to get with the ladle. So let me see if I can find something here. Because what I'm going to do is I want to fill this thing most of the way up, and I'm going to just let it sit and cool. That's it. As soon as I find where the whatchamacallit, actually I want to leave that on. I will leave that on with that. Oh, there we go. This should work. There. Now we're cooking with some kind of gas. And the reason I left that fire on, as I said, I didn't want to turn the fire off and have this stuff starting to set up on me while I'm trying to get to a position where I can pour it. And I just had it on low, just enough to keep it liquefied. But I'm going to let that sit there and cool, because I can probably scrape some out of that. Scrape some off the pizza pan here. But all in all, it's pretty good. Once this stuff sets up, I'll give you the final shot of it. And anybody wondering what kind of tin I'm using, and don't freak out, it's the Resto tin from my dog's last flea collar. And before you start freaking out about that, I washed it out real good, and then after I washed it out, I took some 91% isopropyl alcohol and wiped the inside of it down, make sure I got everything out of it. So got nothing there to really worry about. But this is very interesting for me anyway. I've never tried anything like this, and so far it's looking like it's a success. It's going to be a bit before this stuff sets up. Yeah, I'm still kicking some pretty good heat. So, there it is in the tin. And as I said, I mean, it's already starting to turn a little bit of a darker color, starting to cloud up. So that means, to me, that means it's starting to cool off and starting to congeal. But we'll check back on this in about 5-10 minutes and see what we got. Okay, another little check on, and you can see it's getting a little bit cloudier. The cloudier it gets, the cooler, that means the cooler it's getting, so it's congealing up. And what you see floating in it there, what I was doing is I was scraping off the bottom of the pan I was melting it in and putting it in there. Don't want to waste any of this stuff. So, but we're getting there. Okay, take another look at it here. It's not done setting up yet, but see all those little dots on it? It's starting to get top skin on it now, which means it's starting to solidify even more. So, just the reason I'm showing you this is just different stages of it as it sets. So you kind of know what to look for if you're going to try to make some yourself. I'll try to put my recipe for this. Well, I will put the recipe for what I make in the description. And as I said, everything kind of has its own little deal. So, yeah, we'll check back in another second here. That's what it looks like when it's pretty much done. It's only on the top side of it, so what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to let this thing sit overnight to get completely cool. But the top of it's set up. This is set up, it's all to the touch. So I'm going to leave it go overnight and see what I have when I come down in the morning, and then go from there. But in the near future, I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to be using some of this Fixin wax here. So I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to be using it. And you can use it on knives, you could use it on your leather, you could use it on yourself. And probably about a million other things that I didn't even think of. But I appreciate the views and look forward to the comments, and I'll talk to y'all later.